Synopsis of the Books of the Bible. Minor Prophets. By JND Darby. Zechariah. Chapter 13. The Cleansing Fountain Open. In Zechariah 13 all is cleansed. The fountain is open to the house of David, whose sin had ruined the people, without abrogating the rights or weakening the grace of God, and also to the people of Jerusalem, who were more than partners in the sins of their rulers. Here it is practical cleansing with water. Faith in him whom they had pierced was already in their hearts. The idols and the false prophets, the two chief sources of the misery of the Jews, should be entirely taken away. No one, not even the very parents of the guilty, would tolerate these abominations and deceits. Christ is the pattern, and all shall be judged of by it. Everything takes its moral character according to the relationship of the redeemed with him. This gives occasion to the full historical development of that which has happened to him. How he has been pierced, and its consequences, are detailed with respect to Jerusalem, Israel, and the world. How Christ has been pierced, his person and sufferings. In verse 5 read, I am no prophet, but a husbandman, for man, Adam, has acquired me as a slave from my youth. That is to say, Christ takes the humble position of one devoted to the service of man, in the circumstances into which Adam was brought by sin, that is, with respect to his position as a man living in this world. Verse 6 directs our attention to that which befell him among the Jews, where he was wounded and treated as a malefactor. The true character of his person and his sufferings is then revealed in verse 7. It is the sword of Jehovah, which awakes against the man who is his companion, his equal. This verse requires no comment. It is most interesting to see that, when Christ is looked at in his humiliation as man, he is treated by the Spirit as the equal of Jehovah in his rights, and when, Psalm 45 verse 7, he is seen upon his throne of divine glory, and addressed as God, those that are his are acknowledged as his companions in glory, sharing his position. The result for Israel of Christ's rejection. The result of this rejection of Christ, the center of the history of eternity, of man's connection with God, and the revelation of both, for this event is here considered in connection with the history of Israel, is the scattering of the sheep who had been gathered around the true shepherd. Nevertheless, God stretches out his hand over the little ones. The result for Judah, when the current of their history shall be resumed in the last days, is that 2/3 shall be cut off in all the land. Compare Ezekiel 20 verses 34 to 38 with respect to Israel, and the third that is left shall pass through the fire, shall call upon the name of Jehovah, and shall be heard. Jehovah will abolish the name of Lo-Ami, not my people, by saying, it is my people, and they shall say, Jehovah is my God. This is the definite result of his dealings with his people, and here especially with Judah, of whom he had said Lo-Ami and the remnant of whom he acknowledges as his people.